Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is story time, and I'm going to read you another one of my favorite books by Dr. Seuss called There's a Wocket in My Pocket. Wocket and pocket are rhyming words. In this story, we're going to hear a lot of rhyming words that are also nonsense words. Does anybody know what a nonsense word is? A nonsense word is a word that doesn't make any sense and it doesn't mean anything, but they're always really fun to say. Dr. Seuss does a great job with nonsense words, and he also does a lot of rhyming words. So I'm going to try to get through this book. I may say some things wrong, but they're nonsense words, so it's okay if you say them wrong. So there's a Wocket in my pocket. Did you ever have the feeling there's a wasket in your basket? Does everybody see the wasket down there? So wasket and basket, those are rhyming words. Or a neuro in your bureau, or a woast in your closet. I may have said that other one wrong because that doesn't really rhyme. But a neuro in your bureau, that's a rhyming word. Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jerkin in the curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a zlock behind the clock. Right, so the rhyming words we have are curtain, jerkin, certain, curtain, jerkin. Those all sound the same. And then we have zlock and clock. Those are nonsense rhyming words. And that Zelf up on the shelf, I have talked to him myself. Can you find the Zelf on the shelf? There he is, right up there on the top. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a nink in the zinc and a zamp in the lamp. So they have a nink in the sink and a zamp in the lamp. Those are rhyming words. And they're rather nice, I think. How would you feel if you had all these wild creatures living in your home? Some of them are friendly, like the yacht in the pot, but that yaddle in the bottle. Some are friendly, some are not. So there's a yaddle in the bottle. What is he doing to that little boy? He's squirting water in his face. Is that nice? No, I think that's why he said some are friendly and some are not. I like the Zabel on the table and the Gare under the chair. But the Bofa on the sofa, well, I wish he wasn't there. So there's a Bofa on the sofa. Look at that child's expression on their face. How do you think they're feeling about sharing the couch with that Bofa? Doesn't look too happy, right? And the nubbirds in the cupboards, they're good fun to have about. But the Noothgroosh on my toothbrush, him I could do without. The only one I'm really scared of is the Vug under the rug. I don't know, what is the child's facial expression? How do you think they're feeling about that Zug in the rug? They said they were scared, right? Their face looks like they're frightened. In the quiminy up the chimney, I don't like him, not at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the Zal scoots down the hall. All right, so the rhyming words we have are quiminy up the chimney and Zal scoots down the hall. Those are nonsense rhyming words. Because we don't really know what a quiminy is or a Zal, but they rhyme, so that makes them nonsense words. If you come up with a word that doesn't mean anything, it's a nonsense word. But the yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around, and so are many, many other friends that I have found. Can you find the yeps on the steps? That's a rhyming word, yeps and steps. Like the teller in the Neller, and the Geller, and the Deller, and the Beller, and the Weller, and the Zeller in the cellar. Does anybody know what a cellar is? It's like a basement. Some people call them cellars. So let's hear. We have a lot of rhyming words on this page. So we have teller, Neller, Geller, Deller, Beller, Weller, Zeller, cellar. Those are all nonsense rhyming words. In the Geeling, on the ceiling. In the Zower, in the shower. So we have Geeling and ceiling. Those are rhyming words. And Zower, in the shower. Those are rhyming words too. And the Zillow on my pillow, I don't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in, and I hope we never leave it. The end. Can everybody find the Zillow that's on his pillow? Very good. So that book was filled with a lot of nonsense rhyming words. Sometimes when you can't find a word that rhymes, like honey money or bee's knees, or let's say jello, you can come up with one. Jello, zello, bellow, cello, mellow. You can come up with a real word or a nonsense word. A nonsense word is a word that's not a real word, but they're always fun to say. So there were a lot of fun words to say in There's a Wocket in My Pocket. Have a wonderful day, everybody.